good intro to this. So this particular drill, what I'm working on is shooting my way in on both sides. So, and then working on my intensity. So right now I've ramped the intensity up of this practice to that next level. So get my adrenaline up, a little bit out of breath. So started off with a different drill, a little bit slower, a little bit more fine tuning my sight picture as usual. I usually kind of start that way with the practice, really get that fine tuned and acute, along with my trigger press and what I'm seeing on the target, where I'm hitting, that sort of thing. And I'll go over in another video. I use these little black lines. I just put a black piece of tape. I can go over that another time if you guys are interested. It's just something I use to assess myself, let's just say, and get myself focused on what I'm trying to achieve sight picture wise. But this right here, just something I want to go over. I'm trying to ramp my intensity up, still giving myself these targets are close. What are they about? They're about 8-9 yards away ish from where I'm shooting them, and then the far target has the no shoot, of course, basically right at the A zone. So I have the upper half of the alpha, and obviously I'm missing a lot in the neck and the Charlies. So these are fast, close targets. The 8-inch steel. I'm trying to move on the steel. Typically, you'd want to come in on a piece of paper. That might be easier, but I'm trying to, from the start, as soon as I get my gun out of the holster, I'm trying to aim at the steel coming in. So as soon as I break the barrier, this visual barrier, or these yellow poles, I'm using it as a wall. It's a barrier. So that as soon as I come around that barrier, I'm taking a shot as soon as I see my sights on the target. So I'm pushing it with steel, because obviously you're going to know real quick whether you had a good shot or bad shot. But not only that, I have to follow it up with a second good shot. Before I'm even settled, I can settle on that open paper before I take the hard shot before leaving. So I'm doing the same thing on each side because I'm trying to, well, one, get my body in the appropriate position coming in on not just one side, but also the others. You can break this down even further. I do this sometimes. Sometimes I will just work on one side. Boom, work on it, learn from it, see what I'm doing well, see what I need to work on. Get comfortable with it, then switch, go to the other side. Work on it, same thing, and then I'll put them together in something like this. So even though that was some makeups, I had some good things and some bad things, just like every run. And what you want to do is video it like I do, and I hope you guys video it, not necessarily putting it out there for others to critique, but for you to look over and see where you're missing, see where you can improve, because we all have things we can improve on. No matter what level you're at, there's things that you can improve on, and that's what makes this so fun, right? So anyways, the two things here, like I said, taking shots sooner as I'm coming into a position, shooting my way into a position, and then my intensity, trying to push that intensity up, not out of control, but if you're going to get out of control in practice is the time, right? So this is the time where I try to get myself just almost off the rails, and then but still be able to control it as best I can. So still being able to take good shots, even though I'm, everything in me and my brain is screaming go, go, go. Am I still disciplined enough to see what I need to see on my target and take the appropriate shot with my finger, with my trigger press? Can I still hone that down at that moment when everything's screaming at you to go faster? Can I still be disciplined enough to take the appropriate shot and get the hit ultimately? And it's always a fine line. So it's a good thing to work on in practice. It's something I haven't heard many people talk about, but it's something I like to do. You see all the top pros, you see them right, before they're getting ready to go, they're in their getting in their zone, that sort of thing. Well, you can do that in practice too. And this is just an example of it. Trying to get in the zone, pump myself up, get my adrenaline going, go hit both sides while still accomplishing the task I'm working on first and foremost, which is taking the shots on as I enter the positions, and but still not screw up the whole stage. Kind of like I did here. I screwed up this side, but again, I've got that intensity up pretty high, at least internally. You're not seeing it maybe, but I'm sure feeling it. So, and that's what's important. It's what you're feeling and how you control it. So, all right, guys, I'll keep working. Let me know what you think, and hopefully this helps.